Hey YouTube! So a lot of people have questions about what the healthcare system is like here in Mexico. And I want to just give you a quick snapshot today of, I'm having to engage with the healthcare system. So I just want to take you along and give you kind of a snapshot of what that looks like. So I've been having hip pain in both hips for probably about 2 years. And I didn't injure it or anything per se. It's just been getting progressively worse. And it's, the last 2-3 months especially, it's really gotten a lot more painful. And kind of the hair that broke the camel's back was, I went out for a walk with my wife and we were just walking like 5K or so. And I couldn't even complete the walk. At about 2K, I had it. My hips were in so much pain. I was limping. I literally couldn't even walk back home. So pretty humiliating. My wife went and got the car, picked me up, and drove me back. And that was kind of it. It's like I've been dealing with this for a couple years. I've completely stopped running, unfortunately, because I really used to love running. I can still work out my legs, no problems, but that walk, unable to do that was really kind of like, okay, it's time to finally get this taken a look at, get it figured out, get myself back on the healing path again. So I used to do a lot of triathlons. I ran marathons, 10Ks. So there's a lot of wear and tear, a lot of mileage on these hips. I know that. So there's probably some degeneration, some arthritic changes in there, but I'm still a relatively young guy. So, I'm not looking to jump in to get a total hip replacement at this point. So as a physical therapist, I'm able to kind of manage a lot of this on my own. I've been doing some rehab exercises, which hasn't really improved that much for me. So it's time for me to actually take a look at what's going on inside of there and get some imaging done. So, I'm considering, as a physical therapist, it's either some arthritic, degeneration in the hips, or it might be avascular necrosis, which is basically losing blood supply to the bone itself. So it kind of dies in a sense, and that can be causing some pain. So only way to really figure it out is to get some imaging done on it. So I'm going to get an X-ray today. Now, here's what the healthcare system looks like in Mexico versus the United States. So in the United States, for sure, I'd have to go to see a doctor to prescribe an X-ray. This would cost probably a couple $100, whether or not insurance would pay for it. There's certainly a copay and a deductible involved in that. Here, there's a number of little private clinics that you can go into, and you can really kind of take control of your own healthcare. If you have, a little bit of knowledge, and again, as a physical therapist, I feel like I have the training and the education and the expertise to know exactly what it is I need so I can be really proactive about my healthcare. Now, this particular facility, I go to once a year to do my complete blood count. And so that way I can kind of always have a gauge of what's going on in my body. So I'm familiar with this particular clinic. So I went in a couple of days ago and made an appointment to get my X-rays done. So I don't need a doctor's prescription to get an X-ray done here, which is super nice. If I didn't have the training of a physical therapist, I probably would want to go see an orthopedist who could prescribe this, the exact X-rays that I need for my hips. But I know exactly what it is I need. I know the study that needs to be done for the X-ray. So I made an appointment. So I'm going to go in today, and they're going to have a look at it, and we'll see. And then I'll take these X-rays and the results. I'll take to an orthopedist probably next week. He'll have a look at them, and then if we need to do an ultrasound, an MRI, that's something the doctor would need to prescribe. I can't get that done by myself, and then that would be able to rule out avascular necrosis versus arthritis. So the bottom line is, it's very simple, very easy to access something easy like an X-ray that I can just walk into a clinic and get it done. So I'm going to take you in there with me right now, and let's see how this goes. Okay, all done. So from start to finish, from when I first entered and registered and paid, it has been exactly 32 minutes. So super fast, super efficient, and the whole process, 32 minutes, and costs 340 pesos. So with today's exchange rate, that's like $18-19. You can see the facilities are super clean, super modern, really easy, really fast. No, truth be told, there weren't that many people in there today. A lot of times when I go in there to get my blood drawn, there's a lot more people. So yesterday was just a holiday, so I don't know if that's affecting the amount of people that are accessing healthcare. But you can see the healthcare system here, at least for routine screenings and imaging, things like that, super efficient, super inexpensive, kind of eliminating the middleman, which is fantastic. So I will be getting my results in about 2 hours. They will email the results to me, which is fantastic, or they'll text it to WhatsApp. I need to go back in and pick up the actual films. That'll be done a little bit later this afternoon, so I won't really be in the neighborhood, so I'll probably come back and get those next week before I go see the orthopedist. Super easy. So if you're interested in continuing to watch me on this saga, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Otherwise, have a great day, and buen salud.